So yesterday we had seen about the relation between radius of curvature and focal length. Then we talked about concave mirror. We also talked about few rules about the concave mirror. So today we would be forming the ray diagram for the formation of images when objects are placed at different positions. When the objects are at different places and different positions in front of a concave mirror, then we will be finding out the ray diagrams for them or how the image formation takes place that we want to study in today's one lecture. So there are 6 cases in all, but today we will be covering the first 3 cases only. So starting right now from the first case, what is the first case for us today? The first case is if the object is placed between pole and focus. Case 1. If object is placed, where is the object placed? Between pole and focus. Suppose this is your spherical mirror. Here it is the pole and here is the center of curvature and this is the focus. So if the object is in between these things somewhere here, so how is the image formed that we want to study today? So now assume a spherical concave mirror over there. Suppose that this is our concave mirror. So now, as we all know, in a concave mirror there is a principal axis, there's something, this is pole, here it is the center of curvature, and somewhere here we will put it as the focus. So now, the rules which we studied yesterday, the rules would be helpful. So when the object is placed between the pole and the focus, object is somewhere here in between them, okay. So let me start with it. Suppose this is the object over here somewhere. So as we all know that according to the rule 1 yesterday which we had used, if the incident ray is parallel to the principal axis, suppose that there is one incident ray which is parallel to the principal axis, that is what will we call, that would be suppose any ray of us, the ray is parallel to the principal axis, that is ray BD, just assume. So what happens then? We know that the reflected ray passes through the focus. The reflected ray then passes through the focus itself. Okay, the ray has been passed through the focus. This is the incident ray. I will write it here. This is the incident ray and this is our reflected ray. Okay. It is passing through the focus according to the first law. Then now using one more rule that yesterday which we studied about, the rule that if the incident ray passes through the center of curvature. Now suppose that there is one ray which is incident over here and that is passing through the center of curvature. Suppose a ray comes there and this ray passes through the center of curvature on point E itself, that we call ray CE. Then this ray will reflect its own path, because yesterday we studied the law that the ray which is passing through the center of curvature, the incident ray, that reflects back and traces its own path. That ray gets reflected back on the same path. Okay, मतलब जो पाथ से जा रहा है उसी पाथ से वो रिटर्न होगा. So this ray comes backward. Now these rays appear to meet at, suppose that now, just suppose now these rays are the rays which are falling over there and they get reflected. As we all know that the reflected rays are the diverging one. What are these reflected rays? These reflected rays are diverging. So now for diverging rays, if they are falling on the mirror over here, diverge kahan se ho rahe? Behind the mirror somewhere else. There is some point behind the mirror. So let us trace their paths. If we trace the paths of these both, somewhere here there would be a point where these both the rays would be joining. Somewhere in the path there would be a point here that these rays will meet at a certain point. And when they meet at that point, let us recall that point as the B dash. Let us say that that point is B dash. Just assume that point as B dash. So now we have to draw a perpendicular over there from that point B dash on our principal axis. Let us say that is again A dash. So what happens? This A dash and B dash, it is the image formation of the object AB which is placed between the focus and the pole itself. So where are we getting the location of the image? The location of the image is behind the mirror. The location of the image is behind the mirror. Then how is the nature? This is not a real image. This is not a real image. This is virtual one. And also this image is larger in size than that of the object. See, the object is of height AB and the image is of height A dash B dash. This image is larger than that of the object. It means that image is magnified. When the image is magnified, what the results are, let us see. First of all, let us talk about location. The location is behind the mirror. Then the second thing, the nature. See the nature of the image. The image is imaginary. It is not real because कॉन्केव मिरर के फ्रंट में होता तो रियल है लेकिन बैक साइड में है समवेयर डाइवर्जिंग एट द इमेजिनरी पॉइंट एक्सटेंड करने के बाद इट मीन्स दैट दैट इज अ वर्चुअल इमेज. Also, the image is not slant or bent in downward direction. It is in the upward straight manner. It means it is erect. Virtual and erect. The image is virtual and erect. Then the second one, see the object. The object is of height AB, but this height of A dash B dash is larger. So we can say that the image is larger in size. Image is larger in size. So we can say image has been magnified. That is magnified image. Okay. So if we take these things on a clear serious note, then we may say that this is the case only where the virtual image is obtained. So now the yesterday's things, the actually the distance of the object which is over there on the concave mirror. On the concave mirror it is on the left side, so therefore we can say that the distance of the object is negative. Then the distance of the image that is on the right side, that is positive. Then there is a focal length. The focal length is also negative as per the concave mirror's law. Then height of the image is on the right side and on the upper side of the principal axis, so that is positive. Height of the object, that is also above the principal axis, so therefore that is also positive. And when we take the ratio of magnifying image, m is equal to hi upon ho, at that time it is also positive. So this is the final case, or we can say that this is the final thing in the first case when the object is placed between the pole and the focus. So these are the possibilities when the object is between pole and focus. Now let us talk about second case if you have understood it. If not understood, just again and again see this image from start in the rewinding manner, how we have plotted the rays, how we are calculating and how we are getting imaginary image, and with the help of that try to find out this chart. So the second case for us is that the object is placed at the focus. Where is the object? object is at focus. So while we are talking about object at focus, we can say that suppose this is a concave mirror. Somewhere here there are the points at our pole, the center of curvature, and this is focus. So the object is at the focus itself. Where is the object? The object is on focus. So what happens if the object is on focus? Let us study right now in the. So consider a concave mirror. Here I am drawing it as a concave mirror. Then the center of curvature and the pole, they join with the line that is principal axis. Somewhere here it is the focus, and if the object is at the focus now. Okay, so now as per our rule, the incident ray, when the ray is passing from the object over here, it is parallel to the principal axis. This, suppose that this is the object AB. So the incident ray falls on the mirror from point B. It falls on the mirror at point D. As it is parallel to the principal axis, the reflected ray passes through the focus. इतना तो क्लियर है. फिर उसके बाद सेकंड रूल हमें क्या बोलता है कि when the incident ray is passing through the center of curvature, suppose यहाँ से ये incident ray है that is passing through the center of curvature, then what happens? It gets reflected back. What happens? It gets reflected back, or it retraces the path. Suppose it is falling on the path CBE. So again it gets back reflected from the path EBC in this manner. Okay. So now when we are retracing the paths, reflected ray EBC retraces the path. The reflected rays are parallel. Both the reflected rays are parallel to each other. See over here, this reflected ray and this reflected ray, we can say CE is parallel to DF, CE, or let us call FD, or you may say EC is parallel to DF. So these are both the parallel lines. They will not meet anywhere. These are the parallel lines. So due to that, what happens then? The exact diverging point is not caught by us. Diverging point मिलेगा क्या हम लोगों को? नहीं मिलेगा. Then what can we say? At that time we can say the image is at infinity. Image कहाँ पे होगी? Image will be at infinity. So the location of image, the image is at infinity. Then how is the nature of that image? As it is parallel and the image is at somewhere else at the infinity. So therefore the image would be real for us. The image formation would be real. The image is real, and also we can say that the image is inverted. We don't know where the image is formed exactly, so we can say that image is inverted. And the formation of image, that is very large. Image किस तरह से बना है ऑब्जेक्ट के कंपैरिजन में? वेरी लार्ज, बिकॉज वी आर नॉट गेटिंग इट हेयर. इसका जो इमेज है, ये जो ऑब्जेक्ट है, ऑब्जेक्ट का एक्चुअल इमेज जो है यहाँ पे, हाइट ऑफ इमेज वी कांट गेट. सो वी कैन से दैट इट इज वेरी लार्ज. वी विल कॉल इट एज वेरी लार्ज कंपेयर टू द साइज ऑफ द actual image. So we can say it is highly magnified. Okay, so if this is the case, then we can say, as per this all the studies, this is the only case where the image by a concave mirror is at infinity. Okay, only case. बाकी सब concave mirrors में image क्या होता है? It is obtained at a particular point. कहीं ना कहीं मिल जाता है, virtual image हो या real image हो. लेकिन this is the only point where the we can say that image formation is at the infinity. So then what is the distance of image? Distance of the object, see over here, this is at the left side of the concave mirror, so we will take it as negative. U is equal to, that is the value would be in negative. Then the second thing, what would be the image distance? Image distance is also negative. Then about the focal length is also on the left in the concave mirror, so it is negative. Height of the object is in the upward direction, principal axis के ऊपर की ओर है, it means that the height of the object is positive. Then height of the image, अभी image is on the right side, the image is on the right side itself, but we are not getting the location exactly, so we can say that the height of image is negative. And when we talk about the magnification, m is equal to hi upon ho, this is negative and the one is positive, so we will get the final magnification negative. This is the second case. Okay, so now let us study the next case. What is the next case for us? If the object is placed between focus and the center of curvature. Object is between focus and center of curvature. Okay, so now just the same thing, now let us consider here somewhere is a concave mirror itself. So suppose that this is the center and this is the pole, the line joining the center and the pole itself. Here somewhere it is the focus and the object is between the focus and the center of curvature, so let us consider it as the object the object AB. Okay, so now as per our rules, using the rule 1, the incident ray should start from the point B, which is falling at point D on the mirror. The ray BD, it is parallel to the principal axis. This ray is parallel to the principal axis. Then the reflected ray passes through the focus itself. Reflected ray क्या होगा? Focus से pass होगा. Then as per the second rule, what is the second rule for us then? If the incident ray, the ray is passing through the focus, the reflected ray is parallel to the principal axis. Now the incident ray from again point B F and it falls over here. Okay, so it is again parallel to the principal axis somewhere. When the ray is passing through the focus itself, then this ray is parallel to the principal axis. So now actual happens what? Some things do happen there. Which are the things that are happening? So we can see that the location of the image is in the downward direction. The location of the image would be somewhere here. So let us see. This is the focus, the image passed over here. The image is falling here on the mirror, and then this same image comes over here by reflected ray. Okay, so let us do one thing. Suppose that consider this is a concave mirror. Okay, so here it is our center of curvature, it is the focus itself, and here it is the pole, and somewhere here it is the ray. Somewhere here it is the image, that is AB. So according to the first rule, this ray BD is parallel to the principal axis, this incident ray, so therefore it passes through the focus. Okay, we got it. Now the second rule is very important. According to the rule 2, when the incident ray is passing through the focus, this incident ray is passing through the focus on point E, then this gets back reflected, it gets back reflected, which is parallel to the principal axis. So what happens then, we get a image, this image is somewhere here. If we suppose trace this thing, if we suppose trace in this manner, this image is behind the center of curvature. See, this C is the center of curvature and the image is behind the center of curvature. It is in the downward direction. So I will write here A dash, B dash. So what would be the nature of the image? Then we can say that location of the image is beyond center of curvature. See, you may see over here beyond center of curvature. And the nature of the image is, how is the nature? We have got the image, we can see this image. Can we see the image? Yes, we can. So therefore we can say the image is real, the image is real. But the another important thing is that the image is not erect, it is not in upward direction, it is in downward direction. So we can say it is inverted, real and inverted. Then also we can say that if we are seeing over there this AB, the image AB, the height of image AB and height of image A dash B dash, then we can say image is magnified, image is magnified, or we say it as enlarged, the image is enlarged. So from these cases, we learn to say about the object. Where is the object now? The object is negative, sorry, the distance of the object, that is object distance u, is negative. Then image distance is also negative. Then the focus, it is in the concave, so it is negative. Height of the object, that is positive, but height of the image, that is negative, because it is in the downward direction, therefore the magnification is also negative. So this is about case 3. Remaining 3 cases we will be studying tomorrow. Just again and again revise these videos properly, that you will come to know how are the rules of the concave mirror going to act in such cases. Okay, hoping that you all are clear with it. Let us see the remaining portion tomorrow.